Hello, and thank you for joining me today. Well, this is the Tuesday, December 23rd edition of our video devotionals, and we appreciate you being with us today, and I hope your Tuesday's going well. And we'll call this Christmas Eve. And I say that because tonight we have our church service as opposed to tomorrow night. We're going to have what we call, again, the Christmas Eve service. So that's us at 6 o'clock. And so these are very, very busy times. And that's okay. It gives us an opportunity to spread some cheer, Christmas cheer. What I mean by that is in the real biblical sense, the idea of spreading, the Bible talks about goodwill and merriment. We're going to talk about that word merry here in just a minute that's found in the Bible. But otherwise, this is an opportunity to be a blessing to people, I guess is what I'm trying to say. All right, we're going to be in James chapter 5. So as I'm reading through the Bible in 1 year's time, I'm trying to find some passages here that would relate to this Christmas season. And indeed, there is a word that we use almost exclusively with Christmas, and it is Merry Christmas. We're going to be here in James chapter 5, and it is verse number 13. We're just going to look at that verse and then kind of go over to Ephesians 5:19, where it speaks about the connection we'll talk about today. But we want to say this, of course, we're nearing the end of the year, and a lot of things going on with, a year closes, a new year begins. But that being said, April 1, 2020, we began these devotions, so we're going to close out another year of these devotions here soon. But also to just be reminded, hey, when you close the doors, they say another one opens. So we'll open up a door into the new year in just a little bit. We just want to say thank you for all who watch the videos and the comments, the acknowledgments, saying that this little part that we do has a part in your life, then we're glad about that. Okay. All right. So James chapter 5, look at verse 13. It says, "Is any among you afflicted? Let him pray. Is any merry? Let him sing psalms." Again, we say Merry Christmas. I'm guessing I probably have done a history of this word before, but as far as why do we have Merry Christmas connected with, again, the word Christmas? Not sure exactly, but it is fitting, right? Because when you look at the Bible, you see the peace, goodwill toward men that the angels announced, and the joy that would come with Jesus, and the rejoicing and all of that. So the point is, why wouldn't we be merry? And as I looked up that word merry, in the Greek, it meant to be cheerful, to cheer up even. So, when you go through life and you meet people, everybody's kind of dinged up by life. You get that. And they need encouragement. They need help. They just maybe need somebody just to say a kind word. But the Bible says here, if you're merry, let him sing psalms. And there's something about people that hear other people sing, and especially in this case, we're talking about a psalm, which would be a spiritual song. So I want you to notice here in Ephesians chapter 5, verse 19, what it says. It says, "Speaking to yourselves in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs, singing and making melody in your heart to the Lord." So it talks about speaking to yourselves and the melody in your heart. So number one, you ought to kind of cheer yourself up. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, the Bible says if you were afflicted, you should pray, but if you're merry, then you ought to sing psalms. And I think there's a lot of people, they know some psalms. They know some Christian songs. The Bible talked about some spiritual songs, hymns and spiritual songs. But the point is, sometimes the person that needs the most cheering up is yourself, and the one that can actually do that, guess what, is yourself, singing and making melody in your heart. So during this Christmas season, if you find yourself feeling a little bit melancholy or low or depressed or whatever it might be, even stressed, then sing a psalm, sing a Christian song. These hymns, these Christmas carols that are hymns, they have a lot of doctrine in them that are really good to help us. Hey, just singing or humming or whistling, joy to the world. All right, so that's good for you. And hey, it's good for other people too. That's why it's good to come to church and hear the song sung. It's also good to sing them. I said something, I think last week or so. It's amazing people that'll come to church and won't even sing the congregational songs. They just stand there, don't sing a bit, don't even pick up a hymn book, just don't sing. I think you ought to sing. The Bible says if you're merry, you're sing. I don't think everybody in our churches show up so afflicted that they can't sing. I believe everybody can sing that's a child of God. But it just shows that merriment, that joy, that happiness. So when we say Merry Christmas. Then guess what? Sing some psalms, sing some carols that are connected to that. And I think that's very good. It's good for you, and it's good for anybody around you that hears them, right? And I think that's the good word for today. All right, have a great day, safe day, healthy day. Not sure if we're going to do a devotion tomorrow. Pretty sure not Christmas Day, but you might be surprised. There may be a devotion both of those days, so we'll just see, okay? Otherwise, have a great day, safe day, healthy day, Lord willing. We'll be back tomorrow. That's going to be kind of my goal, but don't be surprised if I don't, simply because of the busyness or things going on, and I know you are too. All right, thank you for watching, and if I don't say it before, Merry Christmas.